This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It is a cold start to this Tuesday, down to 18 degrees at WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith, January 5th.
Here we are. And now at 6:30, police identify a man accused of shooting into a Lexington home.
The owner of a well-known restaurant puts up thousands of dollars to help find the person accused of starting a fire that led to a fireman's death.
We're in the upper teens, lower 20s outside. It is bitterly cold. You'll feel it once you step out the door. Frost on the windshield as well. You have to scrape that off before you take off. 33 by the afternoon, but we have a lot of sunshine. That's going to help us out. A nice little warming trend. And then here comes the rain. I'll have that in just a few minutes.
And we'll see you then. A big day ahead in your state capital. Health care, taxes, a potential statewide smoking ban. Those are a few of the issues that Kentucky lawmakers will start tackling today.
The 60-day 2016 General Assembly starts today in Frankfort. It is the first legislative session under newly elected Governor Matt Bevin. WKYT's Mark Barber is on our live desk to break down some of the biggest issues on the agenda.
Good morning, Rebecca. When lawmakers head back to Frankfort today, they will have more than 300 pre-filed pieces of legislation waiting for them. However, there is one bill that matters more than all the others, though, and that is the budget. During this 60-day legislative session, lawmakers will start deciding how to spend more than $20 billion tax dollars over the next 2 years. Another major issue before the General Assembly, state pensions. The shortfall is running in the billions of dollars, and lawmakers have the difficult job of finding a way to help the state's faltering retirement system. So when it comes to divisive issues like dealing with Medicaid, will lawmakers be divided along party lines, or will they actually cross party lines this year? Well, that still remains to be seen. Republicans, of course, control the Senate, and a slim majority of Democrats hold the House. It's a new year with a new governor, but like so many administrations before, the focus here at the start of the year is the budget. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. And then, of course, there's a political drama in the background. Governor Matt Bevin has ordered special elections to be held March 8th for 4 vacant state House seats. The Democrats right now have a 50-46 advantage in the State House of Representatives, but the power would be split 50-50 should the Republicans take all of the vacant seats in March.
New on WKYT this morning, we've learned who police arrested for shooting into a Lexington home. Kevin Blankenship is charged with 4 counts of wanton endangerment and tampering with evidence. Police say he fired shots into a home on Caddo Lake Court near Buckhorn Drive last night. They say his ex-girlfriend, was inside the home at the time. No one was hurt. Blankenship will be arraigned this afternoon. A man accused of seriously injuring 3 people in a Lexington hit-and-run crash is headed back to court today. Asiel Iriola Lavaco is charged with 3 counts of assault, leaving the scene of an accident, and DUI. Police say he crashed into 3 men who were on the sidewalk on Midland Avenue near East 3rd Street last month. 2 of the victims are brothers. One of the men suffered life-threatening injuries. Iriola Lavaco's preliminary hearing is at 8:30 this morning.
Now 6:33 here on WKYT this morning, and the search is on right now for 2 inmates who escaped from a Lexington prison. Police say 24-year-old Jordan Green and 23-year-old Waltez Franklin were reported missing from the Blackburn Correctional Complex last night. Green is serving time for robbery and burglary convictions out of Boone and Kenton counties, and Franklin is serving time for robbery and assault convictions out of Warren County. Police searched around the area in the prison yard there and throughout some of the neighborhoods during the nighttime hours, but those 2 escapees remain on the run this morning. Both men had more than a year to go before being eligible for parole. A grand jury will be hearing the case of a man accused of killing 5 people, including an unborn child, in a Clay County crash. Jason Gibson is charged with fetal homicide and 4 counts of murder. On December 18th, police say he was under the influence of drugs when he crashed on the Hal Rogers Parkway. Judy Pennington Adams, her pregnant granddaughter Tiffany, Tiffany's son Kyson, and family friend Charlene Lewis all died in the crash. In fact, Gibson was the only survivor.
A Guam National Guard soldier learning how to walk again after losing his leg in a Lexington hit-and-run crash. Noel Espina was hit by a SUV outside a bar on Euclid Avenue. The driver, a former Lexington firefighter, was convicted on 6 counts, including DUI. Just before Christmas, Espino thanked everyone who has helped during his recovery.
We want to thank you for all the prayers, the support, and kindness you have given me and my family. And from the bottom of our hearts,
The Pacific Daily News reports that a commander in the Guam National Guard recently visited Espino in San Antonio and that the guardsman is in, quote, great spirits.
Good to see him doing well. Well, a woman went to jail to bail out a family member, but landed behind bars herself. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office arrested 50-year-old Kimberly Wilder in the jail's parking lot. They say she appeared to be drunk as she was sitting in the passenger seat of a car with a beer in her hand. She was released after one day there behind bars. Investigators now say someone intentionally started a house fire that killed an Ohio firefighter. Patrick Wolterman died a week ago today after he fell through the floor of the home north of Cincinnati. Police are offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Local restaurant owner Jeff Ruby is offering to match that amount.
Well, the parents of a missing Nelson County mother are worried her boyfriend will flee the state with their grandson. Crystal Rogers' parents filed a new court motion in the case. Brooks Houck was named as a suspect in Rogers' disappearance, but still has custody of their 3-year-old son.
There's a slight risk that they're scared that Brooks may try to leave town. We're trying to avoid that, where he has to stay here and not be able to leave town at all.
A judge will hear the newest motion tomorrow. The Nelson County Sheriff's Office says Rogers is presumed dead.
This morning, Lexington police are looking for the person who stole an urn. People living on Highland Drive off East Loudon said their cars were broken into over the weekend. One woman says her car was ransacked. Another victim says the thief stole a wooden box made by a family member for her husband's ashes. The Lexington Parking Authority says this year's Food for Fines program brought them 5 tons of food. The Herald Leader reports that Lex Park collected 10,000 canned goods and other food items throughout the 5-week program. According to God's Pantry, that amount will provide more than 8,000 meals. The Food for Fines program allows people to donate canned goods instead of paying parking citations. And this year, Lex Park also allowed those who receive traffic citations to pay their fines by donating. Apparently worked out quite well there for
looks
everybody.
good.
A famous bluegrass dish has landed the Derby City here in Kentucky on a very impressive list.
Louisville's famous hot brown earned the city the #1 spot on National Geographic's top 10 food cities in the world. Starting as a midnight snack for guests at the Brown Hotel, the Southern favorite features an open-faced turkey sandwich covered with cream sauce and topped with a sliced tomato and bacon. Doesn't that make your mouth water? Cincinnati also made the list at #6 for its unique style of chili. Nat Geo says the list was comprised of cities around the world known for unique and unforgettable dishes.
All right, and both of those are.
Yeah,
so
within a driving distance.
There you
It's
go.
a good deal.
Yeah. You could do the double, go back to one city to the other.
Rare identical triplets born in Houston finally home from the hospital.
The preemies were being very closely watched by doctors since they were born back on December 1st. As Brian Webb reports, before they went home, the world got a chance to meet them.
Meet Addison, Savannah, and Kinsley, the Harris triplets, and their proud parents, Stephanie and Brad.
We are prepared and just way outnumbered now.
The rare identical triplets will be waking up in their home near Houston this morning for the first time after spending a month in the hospital. Mom says all 3 sisters are already in sync.
They sit there, they make the same noises, they do the same thing.
They have their own language.
They talk to each other in their own language.
Doctors say identical triplets are a medical marvel, about 1 in a million. Mom and Dad were first told they were having twins. Then a few weeks later, at a second ultrasound, doctors gave the couple an even bigger shock.
When she said that there was a third, her arm went over her head and went back, and I'm going, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
The babies each weighed about 3 pounds when they were born. Brad and Stephanie say they have plenty of family to help care for the girls, along with a few techniques to tell them apart.
We got anklet bracelets, and we're going to color coordinate them, and hopefully they don't get mixed up.
Good things really do come in threes. Brian Webb for CBS News.
Well, they are sweet for sure. The Harris sisters do have some company. At least 4 sets of identical triplets were born in 2015 in the U.S., in Maryland, New York, Pennsylvania, and Montana. It would be hard to know which one had done something.
Well,
you know?
It sounds like Mom had a little moment of panic in her ultrasound when they said there's a third.
Oh, can you imagine? All
No,
right.
I can't.
Had to change up a lot of things.
That's cool. Let's check to see how traffic is moving right now.
Let's go. There's only one, Officer Don Evans, and he's joining us with live drive traffic. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Construction later on South Ashland. Don't forget about that. That won't start until after 9 o'clock this morning. Just a reminder if you're going to be in that area. Starting off with a wide shot right now of Lexington and Lexington traffic flow. Everything looks good right now. No problems on the interstate, even through the northern and southern splits coming in from Clark County. No trouble to report. Same deal from Scott County and across the Clays Ferry Bridge from Richmond. We're looking good. With no wrecks in the way, should be okay on our drive times as well. And so far, that's what we're seeing. Normal traffic flow from Nicholasville, about 14 minutes, 11 from Versailles. It's a short ride from Paris right now at 19 minutes, and Richmond's taking about 31 with a decent average speed there across Clays Ferry Bridge and, of course, on toward the Hamburg area. Now back to you in the studio.
Yeah, it should be a good ride in, though. Once you get in your car, it's cold.
Yeah,
So,
turn that heater up.
Make it fast. That's right. All right, more news coming up on WKYT on your Tuesday morning.
So here's an interesting question. How often do you get a haircut? An Australian sheep went without years, apparently, without getting a cut. But was there enough wool to break a record?
We're in the teens and 20s this morning. We'll finish off in the 30s this afternoon. Next few days are pretty calm. But getting off towards your weekend, it gets very active. I'll show you that forecast and what you can expect coming up.